Right, I'm doing it. This is episode 25. Good evening. Welcome, you're listening to the Young Punx FM, the best in new electronic music coming at you live from London Bridge, England. My name is Hal Ritson. Over there is Betto, or Simon Betterson, as he's known to his mother. And in that corner, we also have...
And a man who's called Nathan Taylor.
And we're the Young Punx. We're going to be bringing you the best in new electronic music, hot from the streets of London. Starting with this. What is this? Nathan, tell us what this is.
This is Phonat, Set Me Free, and this is the mix by Avicii.
Yeah. For those of you who listened to our podcast before, you'll know that Phonat is one of the Young Punx. He works in the room next to us here. He's just gone home, so he can't talk to you. This brilliant track, Set Me Free, from his debut album, it's just been remixed by Avicii.
I could probably do an impression of Michaela.
Okay, go on.
I mean, how this sounded kind of good for me and my Phonat project. But it kind of it make it bigger for big room Ibiza sound. It's good.
Perfect. Do you think that sounded like him?
Yeah, the right terminology, yeah.
You set me free with me. You set me free with me. You set me free with me. So take my hand and fly away.
Did you say G-Force?
Yep.
You see, you know you're in trouble when you've got your drum and bass name is the same as a film about guinea pigs.
What?
It was quite a kiddie name,
G-Force, it's the name of a film about guinea pigs. These are like secret agent guinea pigs.
Listen, I was 15.
No, you were a guinea pig.
Yeah.
You set me free with me. You set me free with me. So
in the office or in the car. Okay, everyone at home or in the office, put your hands in the air. If you've got a lighter, light it. If you're driving, only put one hand in the air.
Or pull over somewhere safe.
Pull over.
Yeah. Or if you've got a gear change to perform in a manual car, I suggest you just don't put any hands in the air.
You're drinking there?
This is a fine Vorsteiner.
The king of beers.
Yeah, it's been a while, since our last shipment landed, but now it's dropped. It's ice cold and it's hitting the spot.
Warsteiner sent us 200 bottles of beer a few months ago, and they've all mysteriously disappeared. Not just to us, everybody who comes to the studio has been borrowing them. Borrowing the beer.
Yeah.
They don't give them back again. Anyway, they've now sent us 200 more Warsteiners.
Which I'm working my way through.
Yes, as you may be able to tell. Well, we've just come back from Japan.
Right.
And we will be, of course, telling people various things about Japan in the course of the podcast, because it was freaking amazing.
Freaking great lasers.
But the highlight of the whole thing was our performance of this track, Ready for the Fight, with Count Bass D, guest rapper. Performing this live with Count Bass D in July. Do a YouTube search for like the Young Punx Ready for the Fight live.
Just stick Young Punx in it.
Yeah, Ready for the Fight live on YouTube, or you can buy this on iTunes. So please do, so that we can afford to make another brilliant record.
Woo! Bass D with the Young Punx. Yeah. Mother said there'd be days like this. She never said how bad the nights could get. I entered the corner the same way I exit. I can't quit now, got too much invested. Obstacles in place in my face. Don't get greedy, maintain steady pace. Trying to spray my third eye with mace. I gotta keep my people close just in case. If you're gonna hold me down, cause I'm coming for the crown, I'm gonna stand my ground and be the best pound for pound. Cause I'm ready, ready, ready for the fight. Yes, I'm ready, ready, ready for the fight. Yes, I'm ready. If there has to be a fight, then I'm ready. I'ma bring it anyway, I gotta swing it. The powers that be proof the evil that men do. Some people gotta fight just because they sent me. I want World War III on hunger. Keep my focus, be ready to rumble. Each month is around and the fight of my life is me against the whole world, but I'm ready for the fight. If you're gonna hold me down, cause I'm coming for the crown, I'm gonna stand my ground and be the best pound for pound. If you're gonna hold me down, cause I'm coming for the crown, I'm gonna stand my ground and be the best pound for pound. Cause I'm ready, 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 ready. Yes, I'm ready, 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 ready for the fight. Cause I'm ready, ready, ready for the fight. Yes, I'm ready, ready, ready
Rather tell Riton.
Watch it not stop.
Having a little conversation off mic, and it's a great place to stop.
And of course, trying to focus. Great British menu roast turkey dinner.
Just so happens.
Hang on a minute.
In my bag, I've got a bird's eye Great British menu roast
I
turkey
can't
dinner.
believe. No, I can't believe that you've chosen to talk about the bird's eye. What is it?
It's a full dinner on a microwave.
It's a bird's eye Great British menu roast turkey dinner that's about to go in the microwave. And
There's a chef's tip. Why not serve with
in the
cranberry
bin.
sauce?
Why not? Because we don't have any. That's why.
Right, well, it's not going to be to the quality and standard that the chef would expect.
Yeah, but
Thanks, guys.
Can I get
for
to
not
my
getting the cranberry sauce?
I get to the original point. I knew you were going to sort out getting yourself a bit of dinner at some point in the podcast, but you chose to do it in the most moving and poignant Young Punx track we've ever done. Usually our tracks are just basically a load of party nonsense. We do one track about a man's fortitude overcoming challenges in his life, and you decide to talk about your bird's eye turkey dinner in it.
Well, we've always been described as a band with a sense of humour, and I feel we're getting a little too deep.
All right, moving on. I want to hear some Prince. Give me some Prince. Give me some Prince. Prince. I want some Prince. Give me some Prince.
Not
Yeah, there we
Prince
go.
Charles. Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
This is Prince, but it's not just Prince.
yeah.
This is Prince mashed up with Dizzee Rascal. I want to be your lover.
Who we like?
No. Prince, I want to be your lover. Mashed up with Dizzee Rascal Holiday, which is his latest single. It's Dizzee Rascal rapping about going off to Ibiza, which is what we're about to do next week.
live rap.
But in rap form, in a mashup with Prince. This is called Holiday Lover, which is I want to be your lover mashed up with Holiday. I'll tell you why we're playing this in a moment, but for now, enjoy the funk vibes. Nathan, you can go and cook your turkey dinner.
Just drive by. We could have a rave up and we could hide out. I won't tell nobody, let them find out. My passport photo, I know I look a bit loco, and I know that my Spanish is so-so, but let's try and keep that on the low-low, cause we're going out before. I've got friends that really wanna meet ya, with champagne and a whole lot of it's all good, darling, the blue marlin, the please ya, and I never let your belly get empty, even with your belly full, you're still sexy. We can ride speedboats, we can ride jet skis, I'll show you a time of your life if you let me. I just wanna put a smile on your pretty face, if I get it, it'll just be a pretty waist, and you look like a girl with a bit of taste, so I couldn't take you just any place. Really busy and I know you got plans, but are you really too busy for a sometime? I ain't talking about walking down the high street, I'm talking about laying on a bright white beach with a pina colada or whatever you'd rather. White, that's fine, just give me your lager. Then after we'll take a trot to the night spot, the hot spot, the top spot, party around the clock. And when we get there it's strictly VIP, no need for ID, security know me, no waiting in line, no high entry fee, no worry about nothing when you're beside me. I get you lively and loosen you up, have a bit of champagne, it'll boost you up. I wanna move you up, I wanna take you away. So have a word, darling, what do you say?
I think Nathan's his turkey dinner's cooked, and he's not that keen on it. Just to describe what he's gone and put in the microwave. It's a sort of plastic box. Have you seen the ZZ Top TV dinners video? It's a plastic box which is attempting to recreate the experience of a traditional English dinner. And it doesn't do it very well at all.
You know how a room smells when doggers come in wet?
Is that what it's? Is that this chicken? Bin this chicken.
Bin it. I don't want to see it anymore.
Take it away.
No, I might add that to that.
Yeah, as a topping.
Have you had Prince has got the funk on in the background?
Yeah.
Right, Nathan, tell us about your turkey dinner. Bring it in.
What we got, bro?
What's it look like?
I've left it in the box so you can fully appreciate
That's
the
what it is.
magnificence of the turkey dinner.
Get on the table.
It's
What's that sausage thing?
well, to say the least, I feel like the writing on the cellophane wrap that said "enjoy your meal" was said in a slightly sarcastic.
Is that stuffing?
If perhaps people could, email us pictures of what they think this turkey dinner looks like.
Okay, right, Simon, take a picture with your phone of that turkey dinner. All right, it's going. Put it on the Facebook group.
All right.
If you are on Facebook and haven't become a fan of the Young Punx, then do become a fan of the Young Punx on the Facebook group.
If not only to see Nate's dinner, like.
And do a search for Young Punx Turkey. Right, okay, so basically Nathan's gone away, cooked this turkey dinner, come back, it looks absolutely disgusting. It's still in a plastic container. He hasn't decanted it onto a plate.
Kudos.
Anyway, the Young Punx are now going to be the backing band for Dizzee Rascal performing at the BBC Electronic Proms. Which is freaking awesome.
Fucking cool, yeah.
Now this means that, and also me and Guthrie from the Young Punx play on 4 tracks on the new Dizzee Rascal album, which means I've heard it and you haven't. We've got an absolutely incredible new Dizzee Rascal track, which I want to play on the next podcast, which is Live, Large and In Charge, which is the B-side to Holiday. We're not allowed to play it at the moment because it's top secret, but by the time we do the next podcast, we'll be able to play you it very, very... Basically, Zane Lowe on BBC One can play it, and then we're allowed to play it.
I like that as a sort of...
But to hold the fort, we played that mashup of Holiday with Prince. Okay, this is Sharooz with his new single Adrenalyze.
Oh, I get to hear this now. Great.
Yeah, have a listen to it. It's really good. His new single Adrenalyze, which will be available at the point of recording, will be available in about 2 weeks on Beatport. By the time you're listening to it, give it a try. Adrenalyze by Sharooz. It's a fucking club banger with Ibiza piano action. Check out the piano. Oh! And then, as we come back from this, we'll find out from Nathan what his turkey dinner tastes like. And it's not looking good. Whilst we're doing the podcast, I put out a message on Facebook and Twitter. Anyone who's around now, send in your messages. We'll read them out. The first message that's come in is from Jeff Hip. He's called Jeff Hip. It's funny because his first name is Jeff, the least cool name in the world. But his second name is Hip, which is really cool. And he's listening from Blacksburg, VA, which is Blacksburg, VA. That's Virginia, isn't it?
I don't know, but
Blacksburg, Virginia, USA. Listening since podcast number 2. Keep them coming. And apparently on Twitter he's at Hipstar. How that's spelled? HIPPSTAH. So there you go. Bigging up Jeff Hip from Blacksburg, VA, Virginia. Did you say wet yourself?
Watch yourself.
Okay.
Watch yourself.
I got something I want to play. Oh no.
What?
I got the best answer phone message in the world, but my phone's got no signal, innit?
No.
So mate's 8-year-old brother being taught how to speak like me.
What? Talk out
It
of
rings up and goes,
Death Train.
Yeah.
How's it collapsing, you fool?
Well, Brown.
He's done it. He's finished it.
Right, Nathan.
What's it saying, Nathan? Give us a... He's
pick
still
up,
chewing.
Pick up your SM58.
He's still chewing.
Right, tell us about your turkey dinner. I mean, I'm sorry to obsess about the turkey dinner. Basically, we're drinking a lot of Warsteiner beer at the moment, and we need to have food to go with it so that we can remain vaguely in control. I've got pasty to come.
I made my own chicken sandwich and
nice.
I had a chicken on a stick.
It was a mock Ginsters, wasn't it?
No, well, I don't know. Do they do meat on a stick? It was such high quality. It was
Nathan, can you do a
moist,
review of the Findus
forget my
turkey
stick.
dinner, whatever it
Braden
is?
Matthews, you fucking...
Is it? No, it was Bird's Eye.
Oh, I'll take it
To
back.
save time, let's do a sort of scale. Convenience 5.
Convenience
overall,
5.
Overall appearance before cooking. 2.
2.
Kind of reminded me a little bit of the inside of a freezer cabinet when you spilt your peas.
Pea spiller.
You sort of scrape them out. Yeah. Cooking time. 5.
Positive.
5. But then anything that cooks in 3.5 minutes
From frozen.
that should take your mum 2.5
3 days.
hours on a Sunday. You know,
not cricket.
plus ultimate peeling
I don't
time.
mind some Japanese noodles that can cook in 3 minutes, or maybe a quick stir fry. But if it should take 2 hours to cook, you shouldn't get a version that takes 2 minutes to cook.
It's Dolly.
Let's just,
This is Dolly, yeah.
I mean, overall sort of flavour, wet dog.
Positive.
Generally pretty rank.
Yeah. But in terms of price to satisfaction...
Price to satisfaction.
How much did it cost?
It cost £2.29. That was from a corner shop as well, so that's probably marked up by 20.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, don't bother. It's really not very
Okay,
good.
so not a big fan.
Judgment is, but...
To notice, to feel pain and swallow fear. But can you stay up for the weekend till next year? And I can't do this anymore. Though I'll
Okay, dubstep has been about the biggest new underground scene in the UK for the past year, and it's left me cold. I mean, it's been around for about 5 years. It's left me cold all the time. It's been really boring. Well, not boring. It's just very introspective, looking at your feet, menacing music. Then this year, it's suddenly livened up. Now, this is a Dawley remix of Calvin Harris, which we've been playing. Now, dubstep's got interesting. Okay, let's just stop talking. Listen to this. This is dubstep. This is Dawley remixing Calvin Harris, and it's really good.
Reload it.
Listen up, particularly you listeners in America, because I don't think you can hear this in America at the moment. This is like sound of the UK underground.
I thought American no fucking idea about it. Or grime, actually, which was worrying.
I see a man waving, does this mean that I'm not alone? If I see a light flashing, could this mean that I'm coming home? If I see a man waving, does this mean that I'm not alone? No. Can you see me?
So that's Calvin Harris.
Can you stay?
What's the song called? You're Not Alone?
Yeah.
Not Alone. The
Not
Dawley
Alone.
remix. Now, Dawley is the resident DJ that's reclaimed the dance floor.
Oh, I did not know that.
And
Annie Mac loves him.
which in Ibiza. Now, I mean, we've
Does
been
anyone love
out
Annie
in Ibiza a couple of times recently, and most of Ibiza is a little bit like a museum for clubbing. It's like where 17-year-old kids have their first holiday to go and experience the clubbing lifestyle, and it's like a parody of Ibiza. 10, 15 years ago was like a birthplace of new musical sounds, and now a lot of it's a little bit like, you know, resting on the laurels of the past. But there's this new night called Ibiza Rocks at the Ibiza Rocks Hotel that then moves on to Reclaim the Dance Floor in, what's the venue? Eden. And it's the place where it's really all about new music, and we went there a couple of weeks ago. There was Kissy Sellout playing, Dawley playing, Calvin Harris playing, Fake Blood playing.
Oh,
really, really
great.
good. But what's interesting is, when I first started doing dance music, it really annoyed me that people would say stuff like, oh, that sounds 9 months out of date. I thought things are either good or not good. They can't be 9 months out of date. But now, we literally had a conversation yesterday in a Young Punx meeting. Literally yesterday, we said, that song we just played you sounds a bit 4 months ago.
What's this tune? Because this is fucking rocking as well.
Okay, yeah, this is good.
In one word so we can listen to it.
Black Noise.
It's the Black Noise remix of Diplo and Laidback Luke. Hey. So that's it. Listen to it. It's fucking awesome. I don't mind being beaten by that punk.
We're on number 3.
Whoa!
Fucking number 3. We are the number. Let's start again. We are the third most tweeted track on Hype.
I've actually got that track coming up later in the show, so we'll talk about it then.
Let's talk.
There's a phrase we always use now talking about this sort of thing. Grimy? That's not grimy. Yeah, gutter, yeah, it's well gutter, isn't it? It's dirty, like. Yeah.
There we go. What's this?
This is Deltawave.
She does what she please.
Deltawave is a band we're very friendly with. We've been playing Deltawave across all the podcasts. The very first Young Punx podcast, episode 01, opened with Deltawave. Their album is now for sale.
Party time.
This is called Rock and Roll Medusa.
Yeah.
Please go to iTunes or Beatport or wherever and buy this. What's it called? Discophobia.
Let's
by
get a remix on the
Deltawave.
brew. I got the remix parts at home. Can someone email in, give me a shout, send you the remix parts, throw us a remix. And see
Shut
what's
up.
going
Okay,
on.
this is Deltawave with Rock and Roll Medusa.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Fucking headbutt, yeah.
Shut up. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She is a prisoner of her wicked device. She deals in metaphors to make her point twice. She drew the line between attack and defense. She says confusion is the new common sense. And I don't know why it is she took me by surprise. I've seen how hard it is to look her in the eyes. And I don't know why it is I can't leave her alone. But I found out how it is she turned me into stone. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a serial seducer. She's a personal abuser. She's a rock and roll Medusa. Hey, 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 yeah.
go. That is Deltawave with Rock and Roll Medusa from their debut album Discophobia, available now on Mofo Hi-Fi Records. You can buy it from iTunes or most MP3 stores. We opened the first ever podcast with Deltawave, and eventually that album's for sale, so yeah, do go and get it. Now then, where have we just come back from?
Japan.
How was it?
Great. Yeah, wicked. No, it was
So,
amazing.
Nathan, for you, what was the highlight of Japan?
All right, let me see if you can pick this up now.
Ready? Is that your girlfriend saying the word penile to booger?
It is the word penile being, uttered by my girlfriend to booger.
My second favourite moment in Japan was hearing a band that were absolutely incredible. Right. Unless you are in Japan, you will not have heard of this band. They're called Sakanaction. Now, you probably won't even manage to find them because they write it in Japanese script, so... But I'm going to tell you about... You guys might not know about this.
Ooh, do you know
What Sakanaction means?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I do know then.
Okay.
Fuck you.
So, I don't know if it's Saka or Sakana means fish.
Exactly.
And action obviously means action, that's in English. So second action is like a composed word that means to move like a fish.
Boom.
And what they mean is when a shoal of fish dart around and move about. And what they want to be is a band that can not be just constrained by moving in one direction. They can move around and dart and change direction. They're sounding exciting already, aren't they?
Yeah.
It sounded like they basically defined the Young Punx in one word that we've taken.
They're the Japanese...
Yeah. Bastards.
Oh, you bastards.
Second action, that's the answer to what the Young Punks do.
Now,
Now,
the Asians for that.
and basically, me and Phonat were sitting there watching this band in a massive arena.
Who was
And we said,
at the front watching them?
Who was in the fucking
Who was in the
booth?
front watching
all
them?
of us went, this is freaking amazing. Right, this is second action from Japan. I guarantee you haven't heard this band before, but they're awesome. Coming in on Twitter, Fatboy Slick on Twitter says, get some Phonat blowing and shout me out please. Fatboy Slick in mighty Manchester. Boy, we've already played Phonat. So we've already fulfilled your dream. Raw Patrick, or Patrick McNally, or Paddy, says, give a shout out to the Morpeth Bucket Massive. Please, I was at school with Paddy. I have no idea what the Morpeth Bucket Massive is, but I've shouted out to it anyway.
Shout out!
Sakanaction.
Amen.
So I've got a new plan here, and Simon doesn't know about it.
Whoa!
I've got a piece of paper here with things I want to talk about. Basically, we need to get Simon a girlfriend. And I feel that with 5,000 or 6,000 listeners, this is clearly the way forward. All right, so
where are we touring as well? Where can we sort of make these hookups? We need one.
Germany will be a good spot.
Germany. Yeah. So any German listeners, perhaps Japanese listeners.
I'm going to put the wanted ad in now, right?
What did you like? Didn't. Oh.
Nathan, let me do it.
Let's do it.
Simon Betterson is a drummer for the Young Punx and now for Dizzee Rascal.
Yeah, drop that.
Yeah. Entertaining, intelligent, sensitive, slight propensity to swear in inappropriate moments.
True.
Has gone bald at a very young age, but has exciting beard facial hair to balance it
Make
out.
up for it, yeah.
I mean, you can hear him talking. If you're a podcast regular listener, you'll note he's a very nice man.
Massive dong.
Strangely single, due to his ability to look like he's immensely confident, then become shy at the last minute.
Yeah.
So really, I'm looking for a potential girlfriend for Simon, and what I'm looking for is people to maybe email in to podcast@theyoungpunx.com. Obviously, you know the Young Punx is spelt with Punx.
Obviously.
With your proposal for why you should be Simon's girlfriend. I think we should be equal opportunities. You know, if you're male, you can
try.
still
disabled.
Yeah.
Well, it's a valid point.
I really don't know if I'm going to cut that or keep it.
Yeah, I'd keep that.
Get back to the point. So, if you think you should be
come on
Simon's girlfriend, please send in an email to podcast@theyoungpunx.com. With a picture. I mean, obviously, you know, be as convincing as you want to with the picture. And I obviously I'm giving out podcast@theyoungpunx.com as the email address rather than Simon's email address, so that I can see the pictures.
Because
I want to, you know, filter out anything that's not appropriate for Simon.
I'd like to see an honest smile,
an apron,
a bank balance, and a pair of worn hands. If you know what I mean.
The irony is that Simon says all of this, but I know that all you really want is a nice wife and some kids and a picket fence.
I know that as well.
So basically, you know, Simon needs a girlfriend. It's mysterious that he doesn't have one.
Very, very mysterious, actually. I'd like to get to the...
No. I know Simon.
I'm about to move on.
Good, yeah, probably best.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The most important world event that's happened since the last podcast is...
Oh, the death of Michael.
Death of Michael Jackson.
God.
Death of Michael Jackson was very interesting for us. I've been driving around in the car with Thriller on full blast. There is no better album. I know it's the best-selling album in the world, but it is with justification.
You were saying at the time how if Michael Jackson as a human was a piece of art, people would go mental, genderless, raceless.
No, this
you explain it because
this is a serious point that I've been saying for quite a long time. I mean, Michael Jackson obviously has changed his appearance over the years. And for a long time, people sort of semi-accepted it. And then once it got to the late 80s and basically he went white and weird looking, people started to consider his look a bit of a joke. You know, they still took his music seriously, but they really criticised the way he'd looked and what he'd done with plastic surgery. I think there's actually a bigger depth to it. This is my personal opinion, is that Michael Jackson was one of the most important works of art of the 20th century. And what he did was he used himself through plastic surgery as a work of art. And what he did was he created an individual who'd never existed before, who was devoid of race, couldn't tell if he was white or black, devoid of gender, he was like not really male or female, and devoid of age, he didn't look old or young. He created a sort of, I'd say average, but he didn't look average, a human outside of all other humans. And I think he was using his own body as a canvas for a work of art. And
I don't know whether he was doing that intentionally. I
think he was trying to escape the fucking blackness and his dad beating him up. And
I think it's more
no, but artists usually work without understanding what they're doing. We have a track called It Doesn't Stop, which is definitely all about the Michael Jackson sound. It Doesn't Stop is like, for us, the follow-up to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And, you know, our answer is it doesn't stop. It will always keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're tuned to the heavy, heavy sound of the Young Punx FM, where the mashed up beat just doesn't stop.
Nathan has pointed out I should say this was done 3 years ago before he dies, but there we go.
It doesn't stop.
Turn the radio on, put my makeup on, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on, goes on. It doesn't stop. Turn the radio on, put my makeup on, and the beat goes on. It doesn't stop. When the floor is hot, we'll be ready to pop, and the heat don't drop. It doesn't stop. Then the action, where the girls gotta go, but the drinks still flow. They just don't stop. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep, but my body's still moving to the beat.
It doesn't stop.
Turn the radio on, put my makeup on, and the beat goes on. It doesn't stop. When the floor is hot, we'll be ready to pop, and the heat don't drop, and the heat don't drop, don't drop. It doesn't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're tuned to the heavy, heavy sound of the Young Punx FM, where the mashed up beat just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Turn the radio on, put my makeup on, and the beat goes on. It doesn't stop. When the floor is hot, we'll be ready to pop, and the heat don't drop. It doesn't stop. Then the action, where the girls gotta go, but the drinks still flow. They just don't stop. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep, but my body's still moving to the beat.
It doesn't stop.
Oh, I'm not ready. There you go. That's the Young Punx with It Doesn't Stop from our debut album, Your Music Is Killing Me. If you'd like it, buy it.
If you like it, buy it. If I buy the new one, you might, find you like a lot more things.
Right, okay, this is Caged Baby. Nathan and I DJ'd in Osaka, Japan with Caged Baby a month or so ago.
He's also released an iClax app. You might want to talk about the iClax app when it comes
Okay, I'll
around.
talk about the iClax app later.
Yeah.
Now, this is Caged Baby on Southern Fried Records with Medicine. On the one hand, it's really good. He's very musical. He's a very talented man. When I like you to listen to this, it sounds a bit like a good Robbie Williams song.
Edge you closer only serves to make the way to. I know I've said some real foolish things about the way I've been, the way that I feel. this was ever real. I miss the medicine you administrate. Some self-diagnosis before it gets too late. And I am a man who's trying to find my way, trapped by the words that I am meant to say. You've got the weather, the sun always shines. I think you've gotta leave it all behind. You might give up if you only knew what was inside of you. I miss the medicine you administrate. Some self-diagnosis before it gets too late. And I am a man who's trying to find my way, trapped by the words that I am meant to say. No one told me that life would be tough, and getting a job, it just wasn't enough. Blood on your collar, oh, it gives you away. Struggle through night and day. I miss the medicine you administrate. Some self-diagnosis before it gets too late. And I am a man who's trying to find my way, trapped by the words that I am meant to say. I miss the medicine you administrate. Some self-diagnosis before it gets too late. And I am a man who's trying to find my way, trapped by the words that I am meant to say. I miss the medicine you administrate. Some self-diagnosis before it gets too late. And I am a man who's trying to find my way, trapped by the words that I am meant to say.
Oh, it's over. That was Caged Baby.
I like that.
AKA Tom Gandy on Southern Fried Records with Medicine.
Cool.
A little bit more chills than we sometimes are.
Yeah. Just have fun, you know.
What's
have
on my
fun.
list? I'm going to move on. Right, so Shinichi Osawa.
Love and be happy.
Right, I'll tell you what. Okay, what's going on is this. On the new Young Punx album, upcoming, Mash Pop and Punk Step, there's a track called Rockstar Understand. Okay, the Understand is in brackets. Basically, this is a track by a Japanese band called Asian Kung Fu Generation, who are absolutely massive in Japan. And they've got a track called Understand. We've done a sort of cover of it and a sort of adaptation called Rockstar, brackets Understand. And then, equally, we have passed it on to Japanese incredibly cool house producer Shinichi Osawa and got him to remix it, which is what I'm about to play you. You ready? Ready? Where is it? Now, it has to be said that this remix at times is a little bit like having
A sledgehammer.
It's a bit like having
fucking up with Dizzee Rascal.
It's like having bricks fired at your face by one of those machines that tennis players use to fire tennis balls at them. It's just like having bricks fired at your face.
I'm ready for this in Berlin,
You ready?
mate.
Yeah, okay. The Young Punx, Rockstar, Understand, Shinichi Osawa remix. Here it goes. Woo! It's just a little intense. track went straight to number 1 on the iTunes electronic chart in Japan. Through the tornado perfect storm, formed by having Asian Kung Fu Generation, the Young Punx and Shinichi Osawa on the same record, which is basically the Holy Grail. That was the Young Punx with Rockstar, open brackets, understand. Oh, the phone's ringing.
Hello,
What's on the phone? What's on the phone? Right, who's this? Hello, Rob, how are you doing? Right then, I'm recording a podcast. I will, okay, I'm going to talk on the podcast. Why not? This is Rob, the guitar player from Jamiroquai on the phone.
Yeah.
You got to talk loud enough to be heard by a microphone. So in 5 seconds, I will hold the phone to the microphone. You've got to say, hello, people on the Young Punx podcast.
Tune out.
You ready? Right, so are you ready, Rob? You ready? Right, you've got to, talk to the people. Say, hello, Young Punx podcast people right now. But I don't know if you heard that. That was Rob. Right, I'll stop recording now and talk. I think realistically speaking, you couldn't hear Rob, but believe me, that was Rob Harris, guitar player for Jamiroquai, on the phone.
Raris. Can I make a point here?
Make your point.
Just been on the phone to Bugger, the guitarist for the Japanese shows. Just wanted to make sure everyone knows he has the biggest dong in the band. So make sure that's actually no response from either of them. So they're probably in acceptance of the fact. I haven't seen it, I don't know. Really? He's a trustworthy chap.
So we're getting near the end of the show. These shows are getting longer and longer and fewer between.
Who was that?
There you go, you see.
Was it what I think it is?
Well, you don't. Oh, well, wait and see. Wait and see what's going on. Well, we're getting deep now, man. We're getting deep, you see.
Who's this? Who's the remix by?
The track is by Hott 22. It's a good song, remixed in an interesting way.
was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I knew somebody like you.
This isn't what I thought it was.
It's not. It's good though.
Fall in love. All right.
This is Hott 22 with a cover version of Chris Isaak's Wicked Games, the Thomas Gold remix. There's a couple of other remixes. They're all good, but most of them are a bit kind of trancey.
You can feel that in this.
I mean, this is the. I mean, they're all good. I really like all the mixes, but this is the one that's closest to what the Young Punx do. It's just got a little bit more edge on it. It's still a little bit trancey, but it's still quite cool. And it's deeper than we usually play. But the thing is, the song's so good. It's one of my favourite songs. I love Chris Isaak. That I think it really works. Betto has bought a lottery scratch card just before the podcast, so we need to find out if he's now a millionaire.
Here we go, you ready? I'm scratching. Right, the first number is 10.
Is that good or bad?
Then I got a 5,000 and a £15.
You've won £10.
It's a £10 winner.
How much did you spend on it?
One.
So okay, Betto has just earned £9. That's 900% better.
Who's laughing now?
hours in, I think it's time to wrap it up. Do it next time. Okay, so you have been listening to the Young Punx FM podcast.
Yes.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
So do we. I hope you've enjoyed it, Nathan. What do you think?
You know, we've never done at any point. We've never done like.
We haven't had a humorous. Yeah. I guess, you know.
I don't think we've got.
We're
anything...
beyond it. I think we're beyond it.
We've gone beyond that point. I'm going to play one nice chord though. This is.
Can I tell you what to play?
Okay.
An A minor.
A minor.
Go on then. F major. C. E minor. And repeat.
Oh, mate.
I think you've just made a really nice record there. Actually, do you know what? I would like to make a big hands in the air moment record with those chords. How?
Stop! I've forgotten what the chords are. What are they?
I think they were F minor.
It's A minor.
A minor was second.
And then F.
Then C.
Oh, okay, got it. Right. Right. Okay.
Then E.
Oh, fucking hell.
Don't let Dizzee see you do that.
Oh,
Go on, fly. Are we back round again now, yeah?
Yeah.
2.
Actually, how you're playing it like Coldplay? Can you play it like something a little
You were
bit?
young, you were gay, I was high strung, you were black, I was white, you were wrong, and I was right. Oh, did you see my nipple?
It was in the
Did you
pocket.
see? Falling down my trouser leg, looking like a lost turd. Did you see my balls? Did you see my nips?
I found it in your pocket, mate.
I thought that was going to be a hit.
Yeah, it was. I just
I really like that.
I wasn't sure on the exact chord changes. I think I need to just change a couple of
Was it
them.
the chords that were the problem?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Can I do a G major 7th?
Yeah. Why not? Party.
Everybody knows the Young Punx podcast is really over, but once it's over, it's the after party. We went to see, all of us went to see Spinal Tap live. This is Spinal. That's a vast sign of beer bottle being played.
So is this?
This is Spinal Tap with Funky Sex Bomb.
Working on a sex farm, trying to raise some hard love, getting out my pitchfork,
This is great.
poking your way, scratching in your hen house, ow, sniffing out your feed bag, slipping out your back door, leaving my spray. I'm gonna mow you down.
Sex farm woman.
Sex Bomb woman.
I'll rake and hoe you down.
Sex Bomb woman.
You see my silo rising high, working on a sex farm, hosing down your barn door, bothering your livestock.
It really is a Tower of Power tune now. That's really what we like.
The brass arrangement is the best brass arrangement ever.
Working up a hot sweat, watching in your bean pack, plowing through your bean field, planting my seed.
Sex Bomb woman.
Be your hired hand.
This is actually a great week. I went to see Blur play to about 50,000 people in Hyde Park. In via VIP, sweetie. banged Spinal Tap in the same week.
This is the same week that I lacerated my hand on the back window.
Me and Nathan went to Spinal Tap and decided to drink.
Oh, no, listen to this bit.
Working on a sex farm, trying to raise some hard love, getting out my pitchfork, poking your hay, scratching in your hen house, sniffing at your feedback, slipping at your back door, leaving my spray.
Let's hear it for baritone saxes.
Rocco!
It weren't wine and it weren't mine, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're not talking about swine flu. If you've got it, tough, just stay in bed.
Everybody's had swine
If
flu
you
now.
haven't got it,
Swine flu's so
don't worry about
early
it.
2009.
Yeah, so dolly.
The fucking sky.
Swine flu's so dolly.
Excuse, isn't it? Oh,
That's his excuse. Got a millennium bug. You can't come into work, boss. I got a millennium bug.
Working on a sex farm, wolfing down some cornbread, turning on the TV, joining the brain.
Summer 2009.
Panic in the studio. Voices are raised, hats are pushed back. Nate's got up actually for the first time, but it's not involved getting a beer or a microwave dinner. Oh, he's found it. 2 ASD. 2? Oh, no, okay.
But a load of shout-outs have come in. Okay, let me go in. Here we are. Off the Facebook page. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name correctly. Nito Meya. Neto, new word, MEJIA, you know who you are. Lots of cheers from Guatemala City, Central America. I bet you would be a smash if you play here. Yes, I bet we would too. You find the club promoter and get him to book us.
I want to go Central America.
I want to go
coffee.
I never would have guessed that we would have got a shout out to Guatemala.
Yeah.
And then we've got next one. Oh, next one, greetings from Vancouver. Now, Vancouver's one of my favourite places to play. I actually played Vancouver at midnight as New Year's Eve as 2009 came in. I also drove up to Whistler in a Dodge Charger. Fuck yeah! In the snow. And then I got lost on the way back, tried to drive up a small hill covered in snow and slid backwards down the hill in a Dodge Charger. It appears that handling is not the best asset of a muscle car.
I've got one here, Hal. It's actually from Pavlova.
Yes.
Pavlova,
named after the famous meringue.
Pavlova is famous in Bulgaria. She's the equivalent of a spinning Grazia, centerfold spread of Playboy, and she just sends a simple but effective.
A heart from her.
Is that a response to the girlfriend
I
application?
haven't actually finished Robin Wong yet. to read Robert Wong's shout-out. Greetings from Vancouver, Canada. You guys need to play a set here. Yeah, okay. You should have covered New Year's Day.
Bullshit.
Have you been paying any attention? Play and make sure Laura Kidd comes along.
What?
In the meantime, I'm busy spreading the word that the Young Punx rock. Thank you, Robin.
Well then, Rob.
Hey.
My brother's called Rob. We've already had a Rob on the phone.
My Trans Am mechanic's called Rob.
On the Rob.
I robbed an old lady.
You did not.
This is Rob Day.
Proper moment there just to say one for you original junglists. Harrison.
Junglist massive.
Okay. Alright then, that was Who's There by Riton. How do you say it?
Riton.
Is that actually how you say it?
R-I-T-O-N.
Ritson with that, yes.
It's basically Ritson, my surname with
Where's
the
your
S.
surname come from?
It's a Viking name.
How is it?
When I was at school, and when I say school, I'm talking about being 7 years old.
40 years ago, yeah.
40 years ago, yeah. we all came into the classroom, and 7 of our names were written on the blackboard, and we were really scared. And we were really scared because we thought we'd all done something wrong and being told off. But it was everyone whose name was of Viking descent.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Now, Ritson is like son of Rit, and it's like Richard's son of Richard. It's a Viking construction. Though Rit is probably actually a simplification of Richard, so it's probably Richard's son become Ritson over time. Anyway, so I'm Viking, and as you can see with my blonde hair, I've got a Scandinavian
look. Well, what about
look.
me then? I'm a Bettison, which basically obviously means better than anyone, and his son, who's better than anyone.
And you're Nathan
too.
Taylor, which means you made clothes.
But an interesting point of view is my not dad, who's not really my stepdad, but not really my real dad. His surname is Spurrier, and in York, which is also a Viking town,
big time, Jorvik.
Spurrier Gate is a place in York, and Spurrier is also a Viking name.
What does it mean, though?
Is there any that are Viking names?
I think it just means...
it sounds like it means you make spurs for a horse.
Yeah, it could be. Or you you treat sparrows badly.
Yeah, Spurrier. It's like a sparrow warrior. A sparrow warrior is a sparrow.
A sparrow warrior.
That's it. Clocked it. That's what it is.
Do you make spurs or do you worry sparrows?
I'm confused as your
I have to
profession,
admit,
sir.
I worry sparrows and starlings at the weekend.
You know, sparrows used to be the most populous birds in the world. I might have made that up, but there were a lot of them, and now they're very hard to find.
Foxes
no
are
one.
really-
I find it very hard to find a bird that'll swallow.
Both sparrows and bees, no one knows where they've gone.
You know, we were in Japan, this is a funny story, having a sort of stuttered conversation with a singer from AKG, going, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thank you, yeah. Oh, how's things in England? Yeah, good. Oh, it's very hot here. And he goes, oh, yeah, not hot in England? And I went, yeah, very hot. And then a dull silence. What about bees? And he goes, are there a lot of bees? Like, genuinely concerned.
Well, no, but
not really, mate.
They have different stuff.
What about bees? What about bees?
Oh, you'll have bees?
They have different stuff in Japan from England, though, because our Japanese point of contact for our act is a guy called Katsu, brilliant guy.
Big up.
And he came to the UK, and our manager took him out, and they thought, how can we impress him with something really British? And they went to Stonehenge. You know, so this is a 2,000-3,000 year old monument, absolutely amazing. And Katsu stood with his back to Stonehenge, looking at a field of sheep, shouting, "Meh! Meh!" Because they don't have sheep in Japan.
Why would they?
Why would they?
Should we just carry on and do podcast 2 now?
Just keep going on for
No, I've got an idea. Keep talking. Say something
But
interesting.
yeah,
Get
interesting
another
conversation.
Vorsteiner beer.
What's he up to here? What other fun stuff did he have? The thing you left out about Sakanaction is the incredibly mesmerising bassist, who was not only fabulously
Just a
attractive...
girl wearing glasses.
No, she was great. She was pacing the stage like a lion. This long hair just draped around her shoulders.
Tell them about us being put in the 2 foot by 2 foot box with Booger, who's the size of a sumo wrestler.
No, just a restaurant that, after spending 4 hours trying to find somewhere that would fit 400 people and Booger, going into one place where they just put us under the stairs, basically. If you ever had a cupboard under the stairs, I had to. Yeah,
1 metre high,
just higher than my hips.
And basically, it's been put in a box under the stairs where they hid us away. Maybe
you had to order by using a computer screen. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Now, Booger, who depped for us recently, is in a band called Ezio, E-Z-I-O. This is them, and they're really great. Check this out. It's really nice. This is called The Same Mistake as Me.
To know your touch and to feel your kiss, and that he can't stop searching. Finally, I hope he doesn't make the same mistake as me. I hope he doesn't make the same mistake as me. Does he know you could let him grow? And you know more than he knows. Does he know that you could set him free?
I love Booger.
I hope he doesn't make the same mistake as me.
The most offensive person in the world, and that includes us, but the nicest guy. This is Ezio. He's an Italian guy who lives in Cambridge. He writes really great lyrics. I mean, I know we talk a lot of shit on this podcast, but he writes really good lyrics.
Some can't laugh, some can't cry, and some can't even smile, no matter how hard they try. Some can't walk, some can't crawl, and some don't know they're flying till they're heading for a fall. And is it always greener on the other side? Does he get meaner when he's trying to hide? When he won't tell you where he'd really like to be? I hope he doesn't make the same mistake as me. I hope he doesn't make the same mistake as me. Same mistake as me.
Ezio, spelt E-Z or Z if you're in America, I-O, with The Same Mistake, featuring Booger on guitar. Booger, our Dep guitarist, filling in for Guthrie when he's not available. This is officially the longest Young Punx podcast ever. I hope
every time we do one, it
gets longer. It gets further and further apart and longer and longer. I'm just rolling. We're going to finish. We've had requests via Twitter for more Phonat. This is called It's For You. It's from the new Phonat album about to be released.
And it's priceless.
Oh, God, we're not even going to talk over this. This is It's For You by Phonat.
Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye. We've been the Young Punx.
Bye.
Thank you. The Young Punx podcast, the Young Punx Warsteiner podcast. This is It's For You by Phonat. It's pure genius. Thank you and good night.
Snip.
All right. This is Hal again, but that podcast was recorded last night. This is the following morning. So that was a 2-hour podcast, pretty much. Getting on for it. But we kept going, you'll be pleased to know. We got out the decks and went straight on to recording the next episode of the podcast. So we've got it in the bag. The building flooded, not our bit. That's short-circuited the fire alarm that went off, going ooh, ooh, ooh. So through most of the next episode of the podcast, there's a fire alarm going whenever we're talking. So there's more for you to look forward to. So just letting you know, watch out for episode 26 coming soon. It's quite good. I've heard it already. Bye.